Harry Potter! Today we're going to do a Harry Potter tier list, which is basically me ranking characters based on my own opinions. That's the only right opinion. If you disagree with me, you are wrong. And of course, I'm ranking them based on the books. I don't like the movies. The movies are a terrible adaptation. First, let's see the categories we have. We have mode, if you know what I mean, which is the most terrible one. We have Chamber of Secrets, which means, oh, it's there, but nobody remembers about it. No one knows where is it, and the people who know it doesn't remember about it. And we have Important but Annoying, which means they had a goal in the story, but they're just die, which are the characters that I wish that died. We have Voldy's Nose, which is basically the characters that are great for me, but they're still missing something. You know, Voldy's nose because it's missing something. You got it. And we have the Deathly Hallows because they're special, nothing can replace them. And let's start with Harry because Harry is a character that it's easy for me to talk about because Harry is my favorite character. I know people don't like him that much, but Harry for me, it's the perfect. But Harry for me, it's the only in Harry Potter. It's the only story that the teenager is actually a teenager. Harry is just crazy. He destroys things. He has the worst temper ever, and he's a teenager. And I know people don't like him because of the movies. Because in the movies he doesn't have any personality and it's basically him being apathic. Because it's basically him with no emotion and Hermione doing everything. I hate Hermione in the movies too. Oh Jesus. So Harry for me, Deathly Hallows. I love him. He's my bro. So Hermione. If I was talking about the movies, I would put her on mode. I hate Hermione in the movies, but I love her in the books. She's wild in the books, and in the movies, she's just, oh, I know everything. But in the books, she knows that she doesn't know everything. Because, by the way, almost everything that she teach the group about the wizard world, it's not her. In the books, it's Ron. Ron has the knowledge of the wizard world. And in the movies, they just put her with all the information. Half of what she said, it was information coming from Ron, but I'm judging the books. I'm going to stop talking about the movies after Ron. So Hermione, Deathly Hallows. I love her in the books. She's wild. She trapped a woman inside a jar. She's a beast. I mean, she's brave. In the books, she's brave. In the movies, she's just annoyingly know-it-all. Ron Weasley. Ron is my second favorite character. Yes, I prefer Ron than Hermione. I mean, the one in the books. Of course, the movies, he's just not there. But in the books, I could describe Ron as an Irishman. He is intense. He curses a lot. He's just like, I'm going to break everything. I love him. I love that in the books he has feelings. He has his own insecurities. He has a deepness. He's not there for comic relief. I love Ron. Ron definitely Hallows for sure. Yeah, I prefer Ron. We have Ginny. Ginny. Book Ginny is great. I mean, she's furious. She is like throwing hexes at everything. She has like 6 older brothers and they are all afraid of her. She's great. Also, in the books, she kissed every boy in the whole except her brothers, and I love her for that. But I think she's Vody's nose because, I mean, we could have more of her. So let's go to my favorite twins. I need to confess that I had a huge crush on Fred. They are not the same. We can clearly see one is more about strategics, the other is more wild. So George, I think I need one more good role. Create another one. We have another good role. It's the characters that I would marry. They're great, but they're not main characters. Just it. George, I'll put in. I would marry too, but I would choose Fred. The least favorite Weasley. Percy. Let's talk about Percy. Ugh. Percy, I mean, when Fred died in the books, I cried a lot and I just wanted to kill Percy. So I would say just die to Percy because go to Bill. Nothing much to say about him. I mean, I think he's just as good as his father. He's just I would marry him. I would marry him. I would marry him. Mrs. Weasley. No, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to put her in Deathly Hallows. I think she's perfect. I love her. We have Mr. Weasley. This one is easy. I'm going to put him in. I would marry him because I think he's a great, crazy husband. Oh, this one is going to be nasty. Dumbledore. I know a lot of people has Dumbledore as their favorite character. I don't know if I like Dumbledore that much. Not the character. I don't like how he's written because in all the books it's just like, oh, he knows everything. Oh, something bad is going to happen. Oh, of course, he planned it all. Everything that happens, it was his plans. But when it's the moment for him to do things, doesn't show him doing much. I mean, oh, he's the greatest wizard. He is, but let's show me something. I mean, something spectacular. I'm going to put just die in Dumbledore. I know people are going to hate me for that, but Dumbledore, I think he could be better if the writing were like good. Hagrid. If I was a student in Hogwarts, because I love all the beasts parts in the books that Hagrid is teaching, and I don't know why everyone hate his classes. Oh, it's dangerous. My book almost killed me. Yes, that's fun. I want that. Please. I mean, I would be like that nosy nerd student that loves the teacher, and that teacher would be Hagrid. I love Hagrid. It's my favorite class in Hogwarts, and Hagrid is definitely going to the Deathly Hallows. He's the most important character for me. I love him. I love him. I love him. And I love him even more than I love Mrs. Weasley. I'm sorry. We go to Snape. I'm going to put Snape on mode. Snape is the worst kind of character. I don't see why people see him as a hero. Oh, but he did good things. But he did that because he was obsessed. He used to torture kids. That sounds fun. But he used to torture kids for fun because he is a bad person. And most people are like, oh, he has this duality about being good and be evil. No, he's just evil. He's obsessed. He does things because he's obsessed with his crazy obsession about a girl he met when he was 11 years old. And I hate that in the movies they try to portray him as, oh, I've been lying my whole life. Actually, I'm good. I'm just trying to pretend that I'm bad. Because in the books, he is bad, but the only good thing about him it's that he's loyal to a promise about an obsession with this girl. He literally made her die. I mean, the reason the girl that he was obsessed with died, it's because of him. He's just trying to fix what he did because he's obsessed. Meanwhile, he's torturing kids. I mean, if you like him because, oh, he's a villain, that's what I like him. That's why I like him. That's okay. I prefer villains. But if you're like, no, actually he's a hero, you need to get a punch in your face. I'm just going to say this. So we go to Voldy. Actually, he's not a good villain because he's dumb. Everything that happened so Harry could defeat him, it's just because he's dumb. Also because the writing wanted to give answers to Dumbledore. Suddenly, Dumbledore has the memories of everyone that ever existed. I know the books are for kids, but the solution for the problems are just given to the characters. Oh, you are the main character, here's the solution. So I'm going to put him in important but annoying because he's dumb. One of my favorite characters, and it's Sirius Black. I love him. People could compare him to Snape now because he is good, but he did a lot of bad things. He's constantly trying to put Harry in danger, but at the same time he wants to protect Harry. He used to bully Snape and other kids, but at the same time now he wants to save kids. I mean, he's a controversial character. Not Snape. Snape is just bad. Just it. I'm going to put him in Vody's. I don't know. I love, but I think we needed a bit more of him. Now we go to Neville. So Neville, loyal, brave, definitely Hal. McGonagall. I'm not even going to talk about it. Deathly Hallows. She's perfect. Umbridge. I love hating that pinky bitch. I hate her. But reading the books, every time she's mentioned, I just want to rip the paper. I mean, J.K. Rowling could be described as the daughter of Snape and Umbridge. She's the daughter of Moody. We go to Moody. If you're talking about Crouch as Professor Moody, I like him. I would put him in... I would marry him. He's crazy. But talking about the actual Moody, I'm going to put him in Chamber of Secrets because the moment we actually get to see him in the books, really him, he just dies. So, oh, this one is going to be controversial. We have Harry's uncle, and I love him because he's bad, not because I think he's good. But I don't know. One of the favorite parts for me reading the books, besides the first book, is the Dursleys part because they're just so boring. But it's boring in a way that Harry is so fantastic and close to them being boring that it's funny. By the way, Harry was treated better than my family treated me, so maybe that's the problem. I'm broken inside. I'm going to put him in just die because most of the time I want him to die, but I left a lot with. I don't remember him. It's not Crouch. It's Bagman? No, it's not Bagman. I don't remember who this character is because I don't remember much of the movies. When can I see a name? I'm going to put Chamber of Secrets because it's not Crouch. Who is? And even if it was Crouch, it would be here. Then we got to Peter. Pettigrew. I like him. He's just a coward. And he's important to the story. And he's better than Snape, actually. He's a coward, but he has his brave moments. He's a rat. The best definition of him is rat. I'm going to put him in important but annoying because he's just blah. But he's important to the story. Vody is only back because of him. And at the same time, Vody is defeated also because of him. Let's do something here. We have Dobby and Creature, and people are going to hate me too, but I prefer Creature. I would be a Creature friend. Dobby is only my second favorite house elf. Yeah. I mean, I love Dobby, but he's just too sweet. I don't know. I couldn't. I connected with him. I cried when he died for days. But the one that made me feel a lot of emotions a lot of the time and made me cry with his change was Creature. And I love the scenes when he's being mean. He's like an old grumpy grandpa. I will put Creature in Vode's nose because I love him. I wish we could see more of him after he started changing. And that's why I'm not going to put him in Deathly Hallows because I could. And I'm going to put Dobby in I Would Marry. Dobby's cute and I cried a lot when he died, but Creature is my favorite house elf. We go to Draco. No, he's important. I know, and people talk a lot about his change, but his change was subtle. He changed, but it was something like, oh, he's crying in the bathroom. I mean, in the middle of the battle, he's saved by Harry like 3 times, and he's not still on their side. But he changed. Let's just say that he changed. I mean, I think he's the character that could best get what he's feeling besides Harry. Because even Ron and Hermione, they are always there with Harry. We get glimpses of what they feel, but with Draco, we get everything. We understand everything he does. Then we go to another moment people will hate me. We go to Dudley. I love Dudley. Again, all the chapters with him, I just love. Except for the first book. He's funny because he's annoying. Where I could put him, I don't know. I love Dudley. I'm going to put Dudley in Just Die because I love him for the wrong reasons. I love him because he's annoying and I laugh of how stupid he is. I'm going to put him in I would marry. I would marry Dudley. I don't know. I think he develops, but before he develops, he's just dumb. He's just a big pile of brainless, I mean, annoying kid. I like Dudley. I laugh a lot with Dudley, so I'm going to change this. So now it's like I would marry slash makes me laugh because I wouldn't marry Dobby either. But I love Dobby. What Slughorn? Again, people will disagree with me. I love Professor Slughorn. Maybe I could put him in. No, he's important when he appears. We get to Moony. Luna Lovegood. Um, she is the opposite of Hermione for sure, and I just love her. Nothing much to say. I just love her. Cedric Diggory. I hate when people think the name of his channel it's because this annoying boy. I hate Cedric Diggory. He's annoying. I'm a good boy. I have no brain. I don't understand why people even like Cedric Diggory. And I've met a lot of people who are like, oh, when I read or when I watch it the moment Cedric Diggory died, I'm just sad. No, Cedric Diggory is annoying. When he died, I was like, oh, he died. Who cares? And I grew up to find out that people actually cry because Cedric Diggory is dead. Really? I don't even know how he got in the tournament because it's just so I'm going to put Cedric Diggory in Just Die. We have Petunia. Different than Dudley and Mr. Dursley, Petunia is just mode. Petunia, I don't laugh with her. Crouch, Chamber of Secrets, who cares? He died. He could have died before because I don't care. People are going to hate me again. I love you. If I was in Hogwarts, I would try to make Filch's lives better because he's mean. Yes, he wants to torture kids. Yes, physically. Yes, who doesn't? But Filch, he's like that because the kids are really torturing him, and he has to clean all that castle without magic alone, while a lot of spoiled witches are just messing with him and he doesn't have powers so he can't defend himself. I think Filch deserves better. I think Filch deserves to torture those kids physically, yes. So I'm going to say I would marry or makes me less Filch because I think Filch and people are like, oh, but with Umbridge, he just on Umbridge's side. Yes, because Umbridge treats him as a human being. I'm really defending Filch. But I hate that people are so mean with Filch. We get to Krum. People like him because he's hot. He's not my type. I'm going to put him in Chamber of Secrets because I rarely remember he exists. Yeah, I mean, among the 4-3 wizards like champions, I like Harry the most, then Fleur, then him, Then we got to Cedric Diggory. Professor Trelawney. She's important but annoying. I don't have much to talk about her. If I was in that school, I would be Hermione or her. I would throw things at her like Hermione thought about doing. So I'm going to put her in important but annoying. Gilderoy Lockhart. He made me laugh, but he's just. I'm going to put him in just die. Now we go to my champion. I hate that they put Fleur de la Cour in the movies. She's just a dumb girl. All the scenes with her, she's just screaming. Because in the books, she's strong. Everybody is or in love with her or afraid of her, or both. And I love her. I'm going to put her in Vody's nose because she's a badass in the books. Just it. Lucius Malfoy. People are going to hate me again, but I love Lucius Malfoy. Remember when I said Krum wasn't my type? Lucius Malfoy is. Not his personality, he's just disgusting as a person. But every time I look at him with his shiny blonde hair, looking like he's going to kill me, I'm just like, hey sir, hi daddy, hi daddy. I'm going to put him in I Would Marry, but just because he's cute. For me. He's hot. He's really hot. I know I have a problem. But about his personality, I would put him in mode. But because I think he's really hot and hot people deserves a better treatment, of course, I'm going to put him in I Would Marry Him. Nymphadora Tonks. Don't call me Nymphadora! I love Tonks. I hate her in the movies too because she's not there. But in the books, she's one of the deaths that, I mean, I understand that you have to kill characters because it's a war, but it doesn't make sense to kill her because they were already killing Lupin, and her death is just there. It doesn't have a sense or a meaning for her to die. Oh, Tonks is at home. 5 minutes reading after. Oh, actually Tonks came here and she's now dead. Bad writing. But Tonks, I would definitely put her in Deathly Hallows. I love her. She's crazy. She could be a daughter of Luna and Harry. Because at the same time, she's wild like Harry. She's crazy like Luna. I don't know which one of those are Crabbe and Goyle, but I'm just going to put them in Chamber of Secrets because who cares about Crabbe and Goyle? Then we go to our favorite bitch, Witch. What can I say about Bellatrix? She's crazy. I understand her. I would torture everyone because I love a guy with no nose. I understand her. Of course, she enjoys torturing people, but she does that for love. She's better than Snape. Really. I'm going to put her in, I don't know. I'm going to put her in mode because she's a terrible person. But I love her craziness. And actually, about the movies, she's probably the only one character that I liked in the movies. Bellatrix Lestrange is just crazy. We go to Cho Chang. She's mode. I hate her. I mean, Cho Chang is just everything I hate in a person that I would date. A person that is desperate for attention, is still love their ex, but at the same time is super jealous of you and your best friend Hermione. We got to Dean Thomas. By the way, the actor that played him in the movies is Brazilian. By the way, he's really hot right now. I mean, he grew up to be really hot. I would marry the actor now that he's older and tall and hot. But about the character, I'm going to put him in Chamber of Secrets because he's just Go to the character that I was in love throughout the 7 books. He's not in the 7 books. Crazy, obsessed. Oliver Wood is everything I look for in a husband. Every time I was reading and it was about Oliver Wood, I was just like, Yes, I will do everything you want me to do. I will train non-stop. I will practice non-stop. Just tell me what to do. Also, he's just really charming. Oliver Wood, I would marry you. I would marry you. I would marry you. Just wow. We go to James Potter. The same amount that I hate Snape, I hate James Potter. Why? I mean, Lily, why did you even? I those two guys are just. James Potter is just a version of Snape that changed, but as we don't have much to read after he changed, he's just. I don't understand why in the movies they just put him like super old compared to the age he was. I mean, he was younger than me. Then we had to read Iskita. She's just so annoying. Half of the time, I want to kill her. I could put her important but annoying, but I just want her to die. Seamus Finnegan, um, Chamber of Secrets, he's there, nobody cares. Professor Karkaroff, important but annoying, nothing much to talk about him. Madame Pomfrey, I like her, and she made me laugh several times. I'm going to put her in makes me laugh. I like her. I like when the professors, even Dumbledore, is in the nursing room and she's just like, you're going to do what I'm talking about because this is my place and I tell you what to do. She doesn't talk like that, but I love her. Then we go to the minister. I forgot his name, but he's the minister. I don't remember. I think he's the minister that didn't believe in Dumbledore and Harry. I don't remember the movies much. The characters, I mean. I'm going to put him in mode because he's just. Also, he's really stupid. I mean, it's clear that everything that Dumbledore says is just magically right. I mean, Dumbledore said voting is back. Then we go to Mundungus. Important but annoying. He's there. I remember him. I love when Creature and Dobby are just spanking him. Miss Brown, that in the movies when she got more scenes, they decided she was going to not be Brown anymore. Chamber of Secrets, who cares about Miss Brown? Professor Flitwick. In the books, again, I love him. He's a master in the arts of magic, but in the movies, they just put him as a comical relief, and I hate watching the movies because they made him pathetic, and it's just not even funny. But we are talking about the books, so I'm going to put him in I would definitely marry. Oh, I forgot his name, but he helps Harry invade the bank. He's important but annoying. Oh, I'm going to steal the sword back because it belongs to us. Who cares? Is that supposed to be Angelina? In the movies, she's just not there. I love her in the books because when Harry becomes the captain, she's like, oh, I'm not in the team anymore. You need to go on trials and see if I'm good. And Harry's like, oh, I've played with you. I know that you're good. And she's like, no, you need to make me go to a trial to see that I'm actually good. Because she is good. I love Angelina. Angelina goes to... I would marry. I have no idea who this is. No idea. Lily, I'm going to put her in Vody Snows because I think she's a great character. The way the story was written doesn't make justice to what she could become, but I think she's a great person, character that should be better written. I like her. I wish we could see more of her. We go to Quirrell. He just died. I mean, not. I'm going to put him in Chamber of Secrets because the best thing about him was the plot, but the plot was about Voldemort, not him, and he's just there. Moony Myrtle. I love her. She makes me laugh. She makes me laugh. I could say just die to her as a funny thing, but she makes me laugh. I love Moony Myrtle. Ollivander, he's there. Mr. Jordan, I love him. He makes me laugh all the time in all Quidditch game. Mr. Shakobo. I love him. I don't know. I'm going to put him makes me laugh because he made me laugh once. Greyback used to turn kids. He used to attack kids. So let's put him in mode. I still hate Snape more than I hate Greyback, of course. Professor Sprout, the actress, just is going crazy. I like her, but compared to the other characters, she's just, who cares about Sprout? Narcissa Black, I love her. I love her. Even before everything that happens in the last book, she's sassy. I'm going to defend my boy. The guy from the night bus, who cares? Dumbledore's brother, I would put him in Vody's nose because I think he's a great character with a great story, but again, the person who wrote the books missed a lot of details, and I think he deserved better. We could get more of him. He's mentioned in the past, but suddenly we need someone to solve this problem. Oh, let's put him here. He was there to solve a problem, but I think he's really bigger than that. Colin, is that Colin Creevy? I love Colin in the books. Again, why did he die? Oh, I need to kill more people. I love him. He makes me laugh a lot. But Tilda Backshot? I think so. Who cares? Who cares about him? Dudley's and Mode. The fat lady. Is that Pansy? Pansy? I hate Pansy. I hate Pansy so much while I'm reading the books. I just hate Pansy, and I hate the fact that in the movies she's just not there. And Lupin definitely, I think he's Vody's nose because we need more of him. Just it. So that was this video.